Just make sure to type that I'm not a Galio main, so people don't get offended at my play.
Yeah, I do like. Okay, yeah, sure. I like the runes. Yeah, I like the name of the rune page.
Yeah, it's Alpha Galio.
Mm-hmm.
This is no playground, friend.
Yeah, I believe it. Especially since you're gonna be taking ignite a lot of the time, right? And just beating people up.
Yeah. I also started playing a lot more with Aftershock, and I'm starting to like it because the laning phase is just so much stronger. I used to play Predator a lot, and I felt like I wasn't as tanky as I could be. Definitely liking this a bit more, this setup a bit more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think a lot of the time preference works fine. Like just whatever feels best to you. A lot of the time might just be the best thing for you. Although there are some cases where we would want to adjust things, but I think there's a lot of runes that can work on Galio, so pretty much whatever your preference.
I need to get the Birdio skin so I can play the Frost Chicken. The costume chicken. I don't know what to call this. This the Alpha Bird.
Yeah, I mean
I'm become a bird main.
Wait, go back to the chicken one. It looks like it's literally just normal Galio. Like they didn't change anything. They just put him in a chicken suit. Like, look, he looks exactly the same.
It's Cluck and Bell Galio.
Yeah, I mean, okay, yeah.
Is that a Lux? Please. Ben said. Yikes. So that's not an ideal matchup. I feel she can tether me pretty easily. Not sure I have any kill potential here.
What I'm
And
thinking is,
Hectoring against Kazakhs, I'm not sure if we win that 2v2. We should, because Lux isn't good early. Oh, it's Cat.
yeah, cat.
Right, Cat's decent.
Hmm.
Alright, that's not bad. I feel like Cat Hectoring probably can't kill me and Kazakh.
It depends. I mean, it all depends. Like, I think the 2v2 seems relatively even. I think it might even favor them early game, but
Really?
it depends. Yeah, like
Yeah,
if
I mean, Kazakh isn't too good.
like if Kat lets you beat her up, because I think Galio's pretty good at a Cat. If she lets you beat her up a bit, then you guys should be favored. But if she like keeps her health up, then
Okay, I just had to reshare the screen.
hmm. Yeah, no, you're good. I didn't even have to ask. You got it down.
Professional streaming assistant over here.
Yeah, something like that. Okay, so she has Dark Harvest Resolve, so you want to check if she has Bone Plating when you get in lane.
Looking at their team, I may be wrong, but Set doesn't have a lot of mobility. Jin and Lux either. So I'm feeling like I should play... It depends on bot, but I'm feeling like Jax may be my win con if we get him ahead. So I might play topside.
Yeah, that
I'm
seems.
not sure.
Yeah, that seems like a good sort of like initial thought process.
It depends if Caitlyn and Zeret can like poke effectively or not as well. Because this is gold, we never know.
Yep. There's no telling what'll happen.
It's a poke lane against Shady lane, because Jin's more can like do both. More all in than poke, but Lux can poke a lot. I don't know. I might try to play topside more. This game's a bit too loud. Alright. So, standard start. Nothing new.
Yep.
I don't think I need corrupting against that at all.
Yeah.
She can't really contest my early push, so I think
If you're gonna stand, by the way, if you're gonna stay on mid lane at the start of the game, you should stand up a little more to where you can see like the entrances to both of those. But now it might like now, theoretically, they could 5-man stack a brush and walk out and kill you right now. But if you run straight to that spot at the start of the game, you might already know this, but I was just saying, just because it can give you some intel.
Yeah, I'm not actually too sure. Because I used to stand like over here or over here, like in the bush, but I'm not sure. I saw somewhere that you should stay in between the turrets.
Okay, yeah, we can talk about it later. Were you gonna say something about
Yeah,
items?
I was gonna say, ideally I want this first pack for the alternator at 10k gold. 1k gold, 10k would be too much. Um, but maybe I can go for a cheater recall. Not too sure. I kind of just want to shove the first few waves.
Yeah, that's
Which
fine. Yep.
this wasn't too good. I wanted to try and hit her with that as well, but she moved.
Yep. As long as you're thinking
This
about
is
it,
good
it's
for
good.
me.
Yeah.
Free trade. My passive will be coming up now. I tend to only trade when I have my passive up, so pretty sure I can stand more aggressive here because she can't really do much. I'm gonna hit level 2 first. Yikes. The farming is really good. Like on the next wave I really wanna ward this. Because Hecarim can just bop me.
Yeah.
Bop me in the head. I would not like that. I need to sheriff. Not sure. Can go for an aggressive trade here. No, I want to. Yikes. What's that? I should have warded a bit like here instead. Just wanna make her fight in my way. Take a bit of extra minion damage. So this is a nice sword. Spotting me out. Hecarim stops, so I don't need to be too careful. Is she trying to back? She's not. So now we could definitely do something here, I think. I can force this engage because Cat has to step up to farm. Let's see if she does. I might be giving it away.
Well, if you need to, you could look for the flash W because you have Nimbus Cloak, right?
Yeah. I don't
And
wanna
but
waste flash here.
now she's gonna have creeps to Shunpo too. She wouldn't have if you went a little while ago.
Yeah, I just gotta do something here. Yeah, this wasn't good. I still have a long way to go to like properly set up ganks and Galio. But this is actually a good 2v2 for us, I believe. If I can have that. Like Karim's still standing here. I'm if
Looks like a fine.
wave, I would have backed.
It would have been an okay recall, but that's okay.
Yeah. Okay, it seems set's dead. Is this a cannon word? No, next one is. That seems to be struggling a bit. Just gonna try ward over here. This Kha'Zix is not even on the map, I can't even hover him. Let's see Hecarim bot side. Ideally I would like to punish this cat. I guess Hecarim was coming. So this is my ideal base, I should have based it right here.
I agree.
Because I got enough gold. And I knew Hecarim was around and I knew my jungle wasn't. Should have just...
Yeah, and on the cannon wave, yeah.
Yep.
But that's okay. She's kind of chunked. Like, there could definitely be an opportunity to kill her. You'll just want to be aware. You want to be
6 as well. I don't know
Yeah,
where Hecarim is, I just wanna wake up right here.
right. Yeah, Hecarim's the scariest thing right now.
I really don't wanna push my luck here. I thought she was going for my vice, actually. Oh, I got this.
Mm-hmm.
Not sure if I need the refillables, but I could afford it, so.
Yeah, yeah, it's a good buy. Like you're,
So
especially as
maybe,
Galio, you'll be taking damage, so you'll get value out of it.
yeah. Just let my team know I got R. They're going for a dive.
Mm-hmm.
I'm coming. Yeah, this is gone. Unless Kazakhs goes. I'm losing a lot mid though. Not sure if
Your
this is worth it.
your way's fine. Kazakh's actually put it in like a frozen spot for you.
We can probably kill here, I believe. I don't know where Kat is. I should have held it a little longer. I actually misclicked W there. Ah, yikes. He was dead if I held it a little longer. Now I'm really scared of Cat. I'm just gonna recall. I'm not sure if this was worth it because I lost like a lot. Yeah, Cat's here. I should have buzzed. Yeah, I should have buzzed. This is done. I didn't actually think Kate would survive.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a bad room. I can already tell because I lost like what, 2 waves to get a kill on Jin and an assist. It's not my dream scenario here. I need these boots. And the wave's like terrible for me.
Yeah. Yeah, it ended up being really bad. It was like okay if the roam would have happened fast, but it ended up being a really long roam. So like the wave ended up bouncing back.
Yeah, I should have just, I mean, if Kate dies there, Kate dies. No way for me to just try and stop Cat. She didn't freeze it as she could have. Yeah, bad Galio.
It's okay.
Yikes. Well, it's somewhat decent.
Yeah.
Even worse.
Yeah, see if you can get some damage on her without hitting the wave too hard.
Yeah. Not sure. Did that hit? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
This is worth it.
Like there's two big reasons why you want to try to land a Q. One is because of your hex tech thingy that'll proc, and another is because you have full mana.
Yeah. Yikes. Oh, Kazakhs actually got something then. That's cool. Yikes. My trading is really iffy this game. I'm trying to do too many things at once, I feel like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that could be it. Are you like looking at the minimap a bunch and stuff like
Yeah,
that?
yeah, definitely. Looking for skirmishes all the time. Cause I'm too proactive on Galio.
Yeah, number one priority is make sure you don't like mess up your stuff. You know, like it's good to look at the minimap, but focus on like your lane, make sure you're playing your lane properly.
Yeah, get out, friend. Like this is super shady. Okay, it's not. Ideally, I wanted to like be a bit more aggressive, but looking at my team comp, I mean, Kha'Zix skills fine and Jax turns into a monster, so I don't want to be. I don't need to rush this. I don't think we get outscaled. We might, I'm not sure. It really depends on the Jax. I need to get Jax ahead, I feel like. He's ahead in CS actually, but 2 kills down. Yikes, I could have. She's dead.
Yeah, that worked out. I didn't see exactly what happened there because there was some weird bug that I saw, but and I was like noting it down. But
She chumpoed on me. I want to play for the Jacks. Ah, yikes! Uh, feels bad, man. I didn't. It's the second time I actually let Hackerim live because I misplayed my W. I want to take this opportunity to get a deep ward in because I know he's not around. Like right here.
I don't think that was worth your time, but well, we can talk about it more. I mean, like,
I didn't lose any.
but you have to recall. You're really low, and you have a lot of gold.
Yeah, you're quite right. Yeah,
Like,
I lost. I'm gonna lose tempo as well. Kazakhs did base, so there's no reason for me to like be here and below now.
right.
I can't really help him.
Yeah, I think you should just recall now. If you really see a good ult, then you can go for it. But
Yeah, like this one.
yeah,
I need to. I just wanna try and zone the cat. Gotta get out of here. So the only reason why I joined there was because I knew cat would clash.
yeah, that worked out.
Like I absolutely had to avoid. Actually gonna go sweeper here. Maybe too early, but I really want to start like denying some vision.
Okay.
Especially around Drake. It's gonna be up in 3 minutes. It might be too early though, but I don't want to like let him get river control. I just don't want Cat to be like safe. She needs to be pressured. Just gonna
Yeah.
shove this out. Yeah, right. Now I would like to have a ward here, but I changed sweeper too soon. Just hovering out of vision because I don't want them to see if I'm moving anywhere. No point sticking in mid lane. Considering I'm Galio, I feel like I'm better off if they don't know exactly where I am. I don't even have my ult here, so I can't join. She has no vision. Feel like I'm respecting the Hecarim too much. I'm not like pushing my advantage on Cat enough. Could be way more aggressive. Letting my team know my R will be up soon. Hecarim was topside. Oh, she wasted. Free plate for me, I guess. Oh, plates are gone.
Yeah, I think
No!
you should just recall.
Yeah. Feels bad though, because I have full mana, full HP, my ult's almost up.
Well, you have,
It's a bad recall, I feel like.
you have a good chunk of gold.
Yeah. I'm gonna get my boots. I'm actually gonna get 2, because I got the sweeper. As a last resort, I might need the second one. Should have recalled earlier. But it was off a wave. Yeeks! Okay.
Yeah, just push the wave as fast as you can.
I could proto this, but not sure if it's worth it. She's still down there.
You still pushed it pretty fast, so yeah, you didn't
Yeah,
really.
yeah, yeah. could have been faster if I ran.
I think that was fine.
I just didn't want Kazakhs to get bursted by Cat if she just tilted right away.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted the knockup. The knockup pretty much guarantees yes enough time for me to arrive.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're not gonna jump him while. I really want to help Kazakhs with his strike.
I think you should just proto belt the next wave. Or like yeah, or you could avoid. It's okay. Yeah.
It's a bad word though. Should have been put it deeper. I'm just trying to get some. Oh yikes! I'm just trying to get some river control. Nice. Win con.
Uh-oh.
Oh yikes! Yikes! I played this so bad.
WinCon? Question mark. I mean, okay. Should push the next wave.
Citation on Alpha Bird Galio. I had to miss W to make her believe she could kill me.
I see.
So this... I'm not sure if I should demonic embrace here.
I'm not sure either, honestly. I think it sounds fine.
I'm feeling Cosmic Drive. Though.
Alright, go for it. I'm totally not sure on the items, so just build whatever you're feeling.
Yeah, I'm gonna give this a try. I'm gonna sell the pink. And this. I don't feel like I need to sustain anymore. Like the lack of the damage will probably help me more than the pots at level 12, I'd say. The thing is, I put a lot of emphasis on like river control, and I'm not sure if it was worth it ultimately.
Mm-hmm.
Not sure like how much we got from it. I mean, Kazakhs is fed, which is good. We got 2 drakes. Cat is way behind. Oh. She chumpoed, so she can't really run. Or she can.
Yeah, she picked up a dagger. Kazakh should have just ran at her instead of jumping in. He should have just walked at her, and then you guys would definitely...
Feels bad, man.
Yeah, you did the right
I
thing,
feel
though.
like the engage was alright, but didn't work out. It's gonna proto belt this actually. Oh, actually, proto belt. The new proto belt doesn't quite do the same. I don't think I need to ult here, do I? Yes, I do. Yikes. Midwave was gone anyway. Oh. I misclicked W so many times.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, in that situation, if someone lands a stun, you should pretty much always start with E.
Yeah.
Just to chain the CC.
But this is really good because this feels like a regular Galio game for me. I know I do like in terms of pressure, I know I do some things right, but I feel like I'm lacking on like 1 or 2 key aspects, like W usage is not on point, E usage is not on point, recall timings aren't on point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're pretty much spot on a lot of those things. If you polish a lot of these things up, then yeah, it'll help your Galio a lot.
At this point, I can't really side lane against... I don't know. I could, but I feel like I need to group. Because Kate and Jax need a front line. Yeah, I don't want this. Just want a clear vision around here. Maybe force a fight? Because Set's on top, we can definitely force. Oh, they get this for free. They actually gave it for free.
Wow. No.
She jumped on me. She jumped on the rampaging Galio. Who cares about the Herald, actually? Let him take away our base. Let him take the Nexus. Okay, feels good. I need to get out of here. I got too much gold. So, like at this point, I want to reset for Drake.
Yep, you have ult if you need to get somewhere.
Yeah. Jax should win this. Yeah. Let's go, friends. So right now, in an ideal situation, if I had teleport, I'd go bot side. Like pressure bot side, hardcore, and then teleport if there's a Baron fight. But considering I'm ahead and I'm Galio, maybe I should just force fights and let Jax clean things up with Kazakhs.
Yeah, and a lot of the time, you know, you're not really looking to split super far up into a lane. You just kind of want to get it past river and then be available for your team. Like a lot of the time on Galio.
Like here I feel I'm fine, because if there's a fight I can just ult. But if I didn't have my ult up, I wouldn't do this. It's just a free wave. I'm not sure what.
Yeah, you might want to head towards. Yeah.
I'm not sure if this is a good teleport. Is it?
No, I think this is good.
Yikes. Yeah, this is pretty bad.
No, I mean, I think it was good. I think maybe the execution was a little off, but I think the
Yeah.
ult was good.
Play for me, buddy. Okay, not risking this. It's a risky play. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it! Thing is, it's a cat. I really don't want to be forcing fights when I don't know where cat is. Really don't want her to snowball. I mean, the game maybe like past that point. Even if she snowballs, I don't think she can like take the game over at this point. But
Mm-hmm.
better safe than sorry. Lost too many at this stage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, my team can clean that up. All right.
It seems like you start with Q a lot instead of just using E.
Yeah. You might be right. I do have that tendency.
Hey Kirby, we're doing live coaching.
Hey Kirby.
Getting some sit-ups in.
Stop hitting me! Can probably take button. Just. Yeah, I'm not sure if I want to do this. Like, I'm definitely sure I do not want to do this. Go away, friend. We can reset, farm some jungle camps, and get the Drake. Go away, bro! We don't want that. Yeah, Jin's ahead. A bit ahead. So I'm just gonna take chickens on my way to bot.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Get some chicas. This guy is like way mispositioned. Yeah. Hecarim gonna do Hecarim things. Lost a mid wave for no reason.
Got the wolves
Should've
though.
just... Yeah. Should have just grabbed the wave. No.
Well, you got the XP.
I mean, we could probably force this. It's a 3v5, but I just wanna clear this out. I wanna board this. That Karim showed bot, so we Gucci. Nice. Now we got Drake. Jax didn't need to recall there.
He might have had a lot of
Right.
gold and just wants to TP.
I'm sure he won't TP though. Not sure if he needs to.
Okay, we see Hecarim. If Hecarim wasn't showing, then it would have been good for you to like look around and find him.
Maybe we can set up something here.
Yeah, he used his E.
Yeah, I actually use E at the end. I guess I do have the combo backwards. I mean, it works, but eh.
Yeah, I
Because
think
I want to make sure I hit the knockup.
I think you should actually go mid. Yeah, and we can talk about that in a sec. I wrote it down to discuss.
Wanna show this? Do they need me to take the inhibitor actually?
Well, now you might as well stay bot since Kha'Zix's recalled, but I think you guys could have ended. But
Yeah. I don't care if Sarah dies. I just wanna pressure this while Jack's pressure stop.
just be aware of the Hecarim.
Yeah, he's gonna spawn. I'm out. Actually don't want anything to do with this. I'm actually just gonna wait. Because if someone engages on Jax, I wanna be there.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, this is good. Let's game.
What are your thoughts on the macro of this game?
I didn't think it was too bad. There was definitely some questionable decisions. Like my first... Do you mean macro as in... I mean,
What?
I think the first gank was really bad because I lost way too much just to kill the Jhin.
I just mean objectives and like closing out the game.
We could probably... I mean, it was decent, I feel like. Because river control was really important for the first two Drakes. I think forcing Baron when Hecarim was bot was really good. Other
Okay.
than that, I don't know. I don't think my lane assignments were good. But that was because I was ahead and I didn't want to side lane. I'm not sure. Maybe you could have caught up more on that.
Mhm.
Actually, as I'm playing the game, I don't have the whole picture. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, we can discuss it a bit.
Can we
All
go
right.
over it?
Yeah.
I'm curious. I feel like the live games are always better because I'm like explaining my thought process as it happens.
Yeah, it works well because you do a good job of communicating a lot of what you're thinking. Some people don't, but I also tried something.
Live is shady.
I also tried something for the first time this session. I recorded my notes as the game was playing out, so I have my notes on the left side of the screen and I have the gameplay on the right. So that should be interesting. See how people like that.
Pretty cool. Oh, I didn't die. Damn good Galio. Jack double.
Okay, let me open the replay.
So, first of all, I would like to announce I'm putting like a weight on my W keyboard, so I don't keep like tapping it, and I actually hold it on my W key. I mean, my W keyboard. Like I'm gonna have a weight on it, so it's like full taunt.
Wait. Are you joking? Wait, what did you say? I kind of missed
I'm
it.
joking. I'm joking. I'm just messing.
Okay. I was like, wait, because I was opening the replay and then I heard like something about putting a weight on your W to hold it down, right? Okay.
Just want to hold W longer.
Yeah.
I feel like I was just tapping W the whole game.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll get used
Why
to it
play
though.
Galio if you tap W?
Right, exactly. Like, yeah, it's like, here's my time, last 0.1 seconds, and then, yeah.
It's like kick W, but I want to tap W. Get it? It's for the memes, dude.
Okay, yeah, I get it. Alright, so.
Let's go over it.
Oh yeah, I guess I'll share on Discord, I'm not sharing.
I'm watching the stream. It's fine.
Oh yeah, okay. So it'll be interesting. What do you think of this format? I've got the notepad here and the gameplay here.
Oh, big brain. Like it.
Okay. Alright, so just real quick at the start, I mentioned how it's good to walk all the way out of mid lane. I guess I'm somewhat blocking the mini-map. I also noticed
Yeah, that's fine.
my hair, I have my cowlick sticking up in the back there, but oh well. Alright, so yeah, I would like to make the camera smaller next time. Actually, yeah, okay, I'll make it smaller next time. But yeah, so walking out in mid lane, if you walk all the way out here at first, like if you just run straight here, then you can see both entrances to these brushes. I mean, it probably won't matter.
Wait. Actually, I can't see where you're. Yeah, I got some delay. Can you share it then, please?
Hmm.
Because you're like pointing and I'm only seeing it afterwards. I'm gonna miss stuff. Do I need to stop sharing actually? Yeah. Alright.
Alright, can you see it?
Good to go.
Uh, am I sharing it? Do you see?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Good to go.
Alright. So yeah, these entrances, sometimes people will group up and walk into the brushes. And that's why it's good to just run straight here. Or you can go to that spot down by river. One of these spots is okay up here as well. But it's not too huge of a deal, it's just something to consider.
Yeah. So if I'm to stand in the middle, I should stand further then.
Yeah, so you can see the entrances to the brushes.
And would you advise staying in the middle, or just hovering my jungle?
A lot of the time staying in the middle is fine, and it's actually like safer for you a good bit of the time, but going to that bottom jungle entrance is good too, like kind of standing near red by the opening of the jungle. Like if you, you know, this jungle entrance down here.
Yeah, I get it. The Raptors one, right? Yeah.
Yeah, standing below that, because sometimes people will walk around the corner and then that can get a little scary.
So just to share, overall I feel like the trades I went for were fine. I didn't think I lost a single trade the whole lane. I'm not too sure, but I feel like I definitely didn't push my advantage after I had the X-Tech alternator. That's a decent spike, and I was ahead. And I should have probably been a bit more aggressive. I think I was focusing too much on side lanes and Kazakhs, and not so much as focusing at arena. It worked out fine because she didn't have opportunities to roam, too many opportunities, I mean. But against other champions, I probably should have played more aggressive and snowballed a little bit more. What do you think on that? Was I too defensive?
Well, there were some times where you were too aggressive, so it's kind of like it went back and forth a little bit, because there are some times where I thought it wasn't safe for you to go in, but you like eat in sort of randomly, and then there were other times where I thought you should go up more, but then you were moving back more.
Yeah.
In general, trying to pick your timings better for like when you want to be forward and when you want to be back good. Even just a small one right here, when she will use her Q, and then you don't really do anything, like, because you could walk up and auto her with your passive, or you do it right here.
Yeah.
But now she uses her Q, and now your passive is up, and
Because right here my focus is to shove the first waves,
okay, well,
not too much trading.
so what you can do is like since
I
go
have
ahead.
this concept. I have this. This might be a misconception that Galio's level 1 is actually not that great, but it might be. But I prefer to trade when I have W up because of the shield and because of the taunt. Like the taunt pretty much guarantees I can land my passive. It guarantees she takes minion damage because she has to attack me because it's a melee matchup. So I try to only like hard trade at level 2, which may be a mistake in some matchups.
Yeah, in melee matchups like this, you can do it different. Like the main thing you should have done here was just walk straight at her, and then you slap the wave, and then your AoE would probably hit her. Like if you walked in a straight line,
Yeah.
when she Qs, because you know she doesn't have anything, she's gonna throw her Q, and you know your passive is coming up. So from that point, you should have just been walking at her. You probably could have just smacked her. She probably would have let you. But even if not, then you could smack this creep. Like that's one thing you want to take advantage of as Galio. When your passive is up, your auto is AoE. So when she was standing in the creeps, you could hit the
Yeah.
creeps and her.
So in this matchup, she should definitely stay away from the creeps.
Yeah.
Because like she don't want to get queued by me when I shove the wave either.
Right. Now you can see the note appears. Pretty much what I was just saying.
Can you change it to could have bopped her?
Yeah, I
For
can in the
reason.
future. In the future, definitely. Yeah. Okay, so here with this Q, it's important to try to think about, were you trying to hit her and the wave, or were you just trying to hit the wave here? Because it's a lot better if you're trying to hit both. But I feel like you were just trying to hit the wave here. I think you weren't even thinking about hitting her.
I mean, the primary focus is the caster minions. I definitely didn't consider hitting her there.
Mm-hmm.
I should have.
Right, yeah. So in a lot of situations when you want to hit those, you can back up a little bit and try to find an angle where you hit the enemy champion and the creeps. It's okay if you miss, but you should at least try to hit.
Yeah. I did try that sometimes, but in that specific instance, no.
Okay. And then like here was one of those random E's, because you were just talking about Hecarim and game here, and he could have shown up. He definitely could have shown up over here.
Hecarim does have a fast clear, yeah. I tend to order around 250 something. But Hecarim does have a fast clear. Like I ward here. Yeah, but I guess you're right.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Before.
Mm-hmm. You can look
It
for
was a
like
bit
auto
awkward
and
because of
Q.
the wave states.
Yeah, like you could just push the wave. Like you could Q the wave, auto the wave, but you don't want to use your aftershock, because then you're really vulnerable to gank. If you save your aftershock, then it'll be really hard for them to kill you. Like aftershock and E and W. I mean, really, you can just use Q and auto and push the wave.
But she did give me a free trade there, because I knew she was wanting to like kill the minion.
Yeah, if
I was 100% sure I would win that trade, so I just took it. But yeah, I needed to be careful of Hecarim.
right, yeah, if it was a 1v1 game, then that trade would be fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah. Though it's not too good either. It should be closer to the river, I feel like.
Right, yeah, where you pinged or just on Raptors. Actually, yeah, just either one would be fine.
Raptors would probably be better ward, I feel like.
It just depends on where you think
all the way
Hecarim.
pushed up,
Mm-hmm.
and I could spot where Hecarim was if Raptors were up or not. I didn't even notice where he started, so that's my first mistake.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so then here this is way too aggressive. Just being up this far, because this wave's going to come back to you, because even minion rule plus these
Yeah.
melees are going to go into tower. And then you E on her. I forget if we saw Hecarim here. It's too bad my cam's blocking the map. I'll fix that in the future. Okay. So yeah, that was another time where your trade was too aggressive. Because you were talking about being defensive, but I think a lot of the time you were being too aggressive.
In the early game, no. I meant after I got my first kill on the
I see.
control.
Okay, okay.
Early game, I tend to be pretty aggressive, yeah. I actually I started to learn Galio because I wanted to play an aggressive style that could 2v2 and take over the early game.
Mm-hmm.
So Galio is like perfect for that kind of playstyle.
Yeah, yeah, that's fine.
I do need to take into account that the jungler may develop a crush on me. At some
Yeah,
point.
that can happen. Yeah. So in this situation, the main thing you're looking for is flash W. We can't see it right now, but if my cam wasn't in the way, we could see the creep wave is not close yet. So we know that she's not going to be able to shunpo to that. So like when she's right in this area, you have a good chance to flash W her. Or flash E, honestly, could be good. And one thing we can talk about with E is like if you use it backwards, you can hit them instantly. I don't know if you know that. But that's a good thing to have in your Galio repertoire. Like if you're right on top of someone and you
I didn't
E,
consider that, yeah.
yeah,
E backwards is faster, right? Because
yep, it's pretty much instant. And then you can W and then you can Q.
I actually never do that. That's a good tip.
Yeah, there are a lot of
But
times
like,
in this game where you could have.
Would you flash W here?
Oh yeah, this was actually perfect because she was walking towards the brush. I thought you were just gonna go for it, but every time, yeah, I would go for flash W. There's such a small chance that she's gonna like do some crazy shunpo over here to juke it. She might just be a monster, but it's such a low chance she does.
It's not only that. I didn't want to waste my flash here because I feel like Ekarim's gank threat is pretty significant. I didn't feel safe using flash actually.
All right, I have a.
Even if they don't kill me.
I mean, I have a problem with that though because if you're not gonna use flash here, then when are you gonna use flash?
Yeah, I tend to prioritize flash for when it's like a 2 or 3 man engage only. I don't like this too much unless like she's super low and I 100%. I know 100% I'm gonna kill her and get out. I'm not too sure.
Yeah,
I got a bit scared.
I think if you flash on her, it's like 95% chance she dies. And the only way she doesn't die is if she's really quick and she flashes as well. But even then, you'll have Nimbus Cloak and you'll be able to keep up with her, maybe, with your W. So it's just something to think about. But in the early game especially, I would say it's always worth using your flash to go for high probability kills. Always. And then...
I feel like a part of it maybe because I didn't trust Kazakhs.
I feel like part of it as well is because of your Anivia mindset where it's like you don't really flash for kills.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
100%.
With Galio, your rune page is Alpha Galio or something. You gotta flash in there, man. You gotta. I mean, even if you don't trust Kazakhs, if Kazakhs just bashes his head on the keyboard, it'll probably work out because like he just needs to E and Q her and she would die. Like you have Ignite, EQ, you would almost kill her yourself. It's just. If Kazakhs Qs her once, she would have died.
I guess you're right. Yeah. But this is exactly why I'm trying to learn Galio. Because I need to shift mindset from the Anivia mindset.
Yeah, and then this...
And I mean, Hecarim did show up here. So...
Yeah, but it would have been fine. You guys would have instantly killed Cat. And then if Hecarim wanted to fight, who cares? Like, he would have died too.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
But then the problem comes when... you lost the option of flash on her once the next wave started approaching, like this timing, because she could shunpo to the wave. Like that's a lot more likely for her to escape. But so that's one thing to consider versus Cat. Okay.
I actually held it a lot. I don't even remember. Did the gank even like happen? Or did Kazakhs just walk away?
It sort of happened. Like Kazakhs went to path through mid and then he walked into Hecarim. This was another over-aggressive E. I'm pretty sure we didn't know where Hecarim was, and then you just sort of E'd in.
Hey, sometimes I'm Alpha Galio.
Yeah.
But I shouldn't be.
I don't think this is Alpha Galio, though. I think this is just crazy Galio. Like, no vision, jungler's top, you're like half health, and you just E at her. Like,
did my ward expire near the Raptors already?
I think it probably did. My cam is in the way. But okay, I'm just gonna keep moving because we gotta try to get through some of this stuff here.
Yeah.
Uh,
I think this place was okay, but this room was a bit.
the run was fine, I think. It went way too long. Like here, you ult in,
Yeah.
you see what happens. The flash, yeah, the flash is fine, and then he heals, so it ends up being good that you used everything on him. But then,
Right, like here, I had zero hesitation to flash W.
yeah, that worked out.
You know.
Because
I don't know
you're in
why
that
I hesitated
situation.
So much on the cat.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Because you're against a bunch of people, right? And there's like a whole team fight. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's something you want to work on. Not being afraid to use flash. But I think it's a really low chance you guys kill this Hecarim. Plus, at this point, we didn't know where Cat was. So I think like this Hecarim's at full HP.
I didn't realize Kate had zero mana either.
Yeah.
And zero HP.
Like, right. So if you just
kills her.
I mean, you guys could kill him. It's just like it'll take forever. And your wave was.
He messes up.
Your wave was in an okay spot though. So my main thing here is like if you would have moved fast and like also if you don't chase him, you could still be full HP. And you wouldn't be that scared to face check Katarina. So you could have just walked back mid, caught the rest of the wave because there was a wave stacking.
Even then, if I held double longer.
Oh yeah, that too.
Yeah.
So that's worth noting. And then the cat shows up, and then this just ends up being really awkward because you could have been to mid at this point if you didn't try to kill the Hecarim. Because this was like 20 seconds spent just going after Hecarim. It was 650. You could have been walking, and you could have been full health. If you had cooldowns, by all means go for this guy. But you only have Q. Yeah. Even though Caitlyn has no mana, but yeah, so that's the biggest issue here, I'd say.
Overall, if Kate is so low and has no mana, I shouldn't just go there. I don't know where Cat is.
Yep.
And this is like exactly what I don't want Cat to come up to the line.
Yep.
Fine.
If she was a little more aware, Cat probably would have already been on her way, and you guys probably would have both died.
Right here. I mean, at least Kate. She did get Kate.
Yeah. All right.
Come in late as hell.
Let's see if we can get some more.
Sorry if I asked too many questions, but
no, it's okay.
and this was kind of a decent game. Imagine the bad ones.
I mean, and no, by the way, I mean I want you to ask a lot of questions. I'm just trying to like make sure we get through.
Forever.
Well, like yeah, I don't want to go on too many tangents because you know you can always watch this back as well, or like I don't know. It's like this is nice having the timestamps on the side too. I feel like you can kind of like fast forward and look through the notes and see what's up.
Definitely.
So I'm gonna start doing this a lot with the coaching stuff. Oh yeah, this was weird. Jax didn't need a flash, but what happened?
Alpha Jax.
Yeah, dude. Okay, I was so confused. Yeah.
Did you agree with me that Jax was our win con, or not really?
Okay, going into the game, I think it's fine to have a game plan like that, but then depending on how the game actually unfolds, like if your Jax was 0-3 and your bot lane was 3-0, then you definitely are like, okay, bot lane's win con. But sure, loading into the game, I think it's fine to think about that, but it's more important to like during the game constantly look at the context, like press tab. If Jax has like 120 CS at 10 minutes, then sure, he's probably your win con.
However, notice how many times did I go up? And how many times did I go bot?
Yeah, you went bot a lot more. I mean, and
exactly.
And that's just the way the game will work out. Like sometimes you just can't go to a certain lane because there's no reason to.
Jax is our win con. I must go bot.
So, even though that was your thought that Jax was your win con, you still did the right thing by like going bot because there were much better opportunities. But I just want to notice something real quick here. Your character like teleports, and this threw me off for a second.
On an auto, right?
Yeah.
I feel like I auto a minion and it bugs out. It's really, really shady. I noticed it as well.
I just wanted to see this. Where did it happen? I think it's here. Or somewhere. Somewhere soon. I was so confused. And then like I kind of missed what happened next because I was writing down the timestamp because I wanted to see it again. Okay, well hopefully it happens soon. Any
At a
second.
time when I kill cat, actually. It's during the fight. Some shady stuff happening there.
Yeah, okay. So this was a situation where you could use the E backwards thing.
Really odd. It's really odd that the W didn't get her.
Oh yeah, well she gets movement speed when she presses W. And your W slows you.
Yeah, but it really looks like it was in range. At least it did.
Yeah, but one thing is like since she just used E, even though it resets pretty quickly, like it's still going to be on a short cooldown. So you could E backwards, like you E and you press it this way, you would hit her.
Yeah, I need to get used to it.
Like
Definitely.
you would have to be kind of fast, I guess. Yeah, for sure. Right here, when she starts walking this way, boom, and then you knock her up, then you W, you Q, you ignite, she dies. I agree that W was close. But the important thing is, yeah, the important thing is like you could have done the E thing. Okay, and this I'd say is one of the biggest mistakes of the game. Going for this ward.
Yeah, should have tempo based.
Yeah, lots of gold, no health, and not great incentive.
I had just seen Ekarim and Kata was dead, or just respawning, so I was safe doing this.
Right, but it's too much of a trade-off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because this takes.
It's one of those points where I say like I really want to establish vision control. So like I can, because if I have vision, I can pick my fights way better.
Mm-hmm.
But ultimately, it wasn't worth it because it put me in a really bad spot.
Right, yeah, because you're just like, hi, I'm Galio, but I don't have any HP, or this is not Alpha Galio, all right? I mean,
missing the cannon.
this is not what Alpha Galio does, but that's okay.
Alpha Galio does this.
Alpha Galio does do this, yes, but this ends up being a little awkward because you W, and then Cat kind of, and then this was really, really bad too. You walk towards the dagger.
Did I?
Yeah, you walk straight at the dagger. You should just walk towards her, like let her auto you instead of walking, because look, the dagger's here, and you're like, yeah.
To get in the bush. Or the brush. Yeah. That's good. Well, that's me not knowing Katarina too well. I never played her.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah, that's seriously. Fine. And yeah, sweeper I feel like is a little weird a lot of the time. I mean, I'm fine with it, but I just did a little note of like, I feel like it's kind of meh on Galio a lot of the time, because since he's melee, like it's so hard for him to get in there and clear a ward, and but it's fine. It's not a bad thing. It's just something to consider. Like
it's something I could use like when I'm hovering Kazakhs or just looking for an ultimate. I can just sweep around and make sure no one's expecting me.
Mm-hmm.
Or like if I'm going for a roam, even if my ultimate's down. I feel like I'm a tanky champion, I can face check fairly safe. If I need to clear a ward, I mean, I feel it's fairly safe. On a Nivea, I would have never done that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was definitely too soon. There were a couple spots where I wanted to ward and I just had no vision.
Right, and this kind of threw me off too, because you have sweeper, and then you go in this brush, like you clear this wave and you go in this brush, and I was thinking this was actually kind of dangerous, because you don't know if they have vision here. Like, you were saying that they think you're Mir right now, but what if they just had a ward here, and then Hecarim like wrapped around?
Yeah, that could have been bad.
Yeah, I was just surprised you didn't use sweeper, because you had time too. You could have like sweeper this brush, you could walk in river.
Yeah. What I meant was just I'm trying to get used to like not sit in mid lane where when the minions are spawning, so they don't like see that I'm sitting there waiting for it. It's like me trying to use Galio's early game threat a little bit better.
Yeah, and you had the right idea. it was just like, yeah, you should have used sweeper and then walked around. But it's definitely the right idea to like go Mia. Okay, yeah,
So
so
bad. This is so bad.
yeah, Jax did something kind of weird, and then you ended up getting hit by that dagger.
You as well, but I see your camera. You're like, oh,
Yes. Well, I was kind of
like I
like,
can't do.
no, I was kind of like, whatever. I mean, I guess Cat is just gonna do that. Because I was thinking it was really sketchy, but okay.
Kill the Shrek. Ah, yes.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Phenomenal.
That was one thing as well. I was thinking about the E backwards in that situation too, because it would have been really good.
Yeah.
Like, because she jumps into tower. Let's see.
If this was a good cat, this would have been bad.
Yeah.
I'm fully aware that the people I wasn't up against were the greatest.
Yeah, it's okay.
But neither am I at Galio. I don't want to be like the guy who goes and plays Galio on plat and just ruins everyone's game.
Okay, so right here, Xerath lands a ranged CC ability, so you should just E.
My main problem here was I did not know how long it would last. I thought it would last like not as long. I
Well,
didn't think I
then-
had as much time as I actually had.
Well, then in that case, you should definitely just start with E, because I mean, it's gonna last some amount of time. If you just E right away, or actually, you probably have to move a little closer. But if you think it's gonna be shorter, then you should definitely E faster.
Yeah.
Because like you're full HP. I mean, if you were low, I would understand being a little
And I was
careful.
so
with E.
ahead at this point. I mean, it was free.
And one thing about Xerath's stun, the further he hits it from, the longer the stun is. So
Really?
he hit it
I
from
had
pretty
no
far.
idea.
If he's really close, like if someone's right on top of him, then the stun isn't going to last very long at all.
I had no idea. It's cool.
Let's look at like a couple more things. One more thing, maybe actually. Oh yeah, starting with Q too much instead of just using E. So we kind of touched on that while looking at this.
The thing is, I feel like if I start with E, the animation does take a while. And it has happened to me so many times that I start with E and just land like just in front of them and don't get the knockup. I mean, I usually just throw my Q and then walk and then E, or like throw my Q, Proto Belt and then E. I don't like starting with E for some weird reason. It's a bad habit I got into, I guess.
Okay, maybe something that would help with that would be like watching a Galio streamer or Galio VODs and just seeing how good it is to use E first. Like, yeah, if you miss, it's going to feel bad, but that's the thing. Like, if you work on hitting your E, it's really good to do E, W, Q, because you can chain CC them and then land like your whole Q on them.
Yeah. Another thing that messes me up and why I tap W so much is because you can't start casting W like after the animation right away. Like Galio just knocks them up and then it takes like half a second or something until you can actually cast W. And sometimes I'm casting it, like I press it but it's not actually casting it. And when I get my point? Because of the animation.
Yeah, that's
I feel
interesting.
like it's not instant, you see?
So yeah, I guess you just have to get used to that.
Yeah. I feel like if I use E, I can't cast double right away. But I need to practice till it. Need to mess around.
Oh yeah, and I added a note. I don't think the macro is decent this game. I was hoping to discuss that more along with this VOD, but because I asked you towards the end what you thought of the macro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what did you think? What could I have done better macro-wise?
Well, for one,
Like the recall?
well, I just mean
roll
later in the
was
game.
too
Like
low?
let's say from 20 minutes on, the macro, because you guys have a pretty big lead, and then not too much happens. What you should try to
We need
do
push it.
is like coordinate your team and get people to group. You know, you can't really force them to do something, but you know, try to ping more and communicate with like objectives, and then try to put yourself in the right spot to get objectives. So here, this
I
was
mean, we got mid because they gave it to us.
yeah, yeah, and then let's see. Oh yeah, and this ult, I mean, I think this ult was fine.
It was a 5v2, I feel like.
Well, yeah,
4v2, whatever.
it was fun, and then like Hecarim ults out, and then that should be enough for you. Like you shouldn't keep walking in.
Yeah. And then I use E. Like,
Yeah.
shouldn't have used E either. This is the part where I say I'm not used to Galio Z yet. Because I brought a belt and I'm far away. I hadn't, like, no need to use E there. I just had to run.
Hmm.
Because the E actually puts me a bit back. And if he walks to me, I just hit him. There's no point. I'm definitely better using E to escape.
Yeah, and then this wolves, this actually is worth commenting on, but it's like, yeah, it's good to go push the wave, not only because it gets you pressure, but also because it's safer, because you're kind of in a weird spot right now.
This is an alpha Galio.
Yeah, I
Taking the
guess.
wolves.
Okay, and then Baron, and then Dragon, and just want to pressure with the team and get stuff, but
Do you think
yeah,
this was fine? Or should I have grouped it?
this was fine. Hitting this tower is fine. I don't know how Zerat died. I think Jax should have been mid. I think you know, you could have tried to like ping and get everyone mid, like get everyone in one lane, because Hecarim was dead for a really long time, and you guys had Baron. But all right, well, let me see if I can put down like a couple of main things. I think for sure, just like go into practice tool for a little bit and do the E backwards, and then try doing E into W, and make sure you can do it like smoothly, because you mentioned how it's like sometimes W will cast weirdly.
Yeah.
So this is big, and
At some points of those games, I feel like I'm maybe trying to do too many things. Because, I mean, Cat didn't have any skill shots. But some games, I'm like focusing on micro and clicking and trying to dodge skill shots because I've noticed I take too much damage. We've spoken about this on the 1v1. But then I'm also trying to improve like map awareness and skirmishing. But then I'm also trying to improve vision, and I may be doing too many things at once, I feel like.
yeah, yeah. I just threw that down here because that's definitely what's going on. I think you're trying to like you're trying to exercise like your legs and your feet and your hands and your arms and your head and your neck and your chest and your back all at once. You know, like it's good to exercise one thing at a time, right? You know, and get stronger. And so it's the same thing with League. Like, you know, you don't need to like put pressure on every part of your brain at once. Just focus on your champion, your lane, and then you can like be aware of the jungler. So yeah, it's good to simplify, and then you can focus on one main thing per day or per 5 games or however you want to do it. And we could say like out of like map awareness, and you could say like laning, dodging skill shots specifically. Like you can just focus on these things and put all your focus on that, you know, and then have some focus on other stuff. It's not like you should completely give up CSing, because CSing is one of the things you can work on every time you play without really thinking about it. So
Yeah, I feel like sideline awareness was decent, but jungle tracking not so much.
yeah, so you'll want to try to place solid wards to be aware of the jungler, and
Was the warding too bad? Because I really put an emphasis on it.
no, I think it was fine. you know, there are some that could have been like a little more efficient, I think, but I think a couple of those you even mentioned yourself could have been better. So,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
okay. Any other? What should number 4 be? Can you think of any big things?
I don't know. I feel like even though it was a clean game and an easy win, I feel like I did so many things wrong.
Mm-hmm. It's better to be like a master at one thing than it is to be like bad at a bunch of things, you know? So like that's one thing to think about along with like improving muscles or like getting stronger. That same sort of thing applies, you know. Um,
But this is to be expected. Like I've got like 30 games
oh
under
yeah,
my
for
belt,
sure. Yeah,
so
there's
I'm
yeah.
100% expecting that I'm gonna mess up a lot.
Yep.
Fine with it.
Mistakes are necessary. Like they're not only necessary, they are crucial for improvement.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I think that'll be pretty much it. And I'll send you
Sounds
these
cool.
notes, and I'll post this later because I'm gonna have to put the pieces of the video together. But
Yeah, it's fine. I really like this format, by the way. This felt like I learned so much more from this game than I did from the VOD we did. I
cool,
mean, not that I didn't learn from the VOD, but this just allows me to like show my point, and then you can tell me like that's a misconception, you're completely wrong, or that's okay but didn't work out. Like you can actually like understand what's going through my head in that exact moment.
cool. Yeah, thanks
And
for the
also you can
feedback.
see my clicking and my hovering and all that.
Hmm. Yeah, for sure. It's nice to be able to see, you know, what you're seeing. So,
Yeah,
all right. Well,
pretty cool.
yeah, yeah. Hope you
Good stuff.
yeah, hope you continue to improve. I hope you become the true alpha Galio. And yeah, have a good one.